Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. I'm just going to restart this video with the fight with Discari. It's a tough fight, and we did a bunch of attempts that were unsuccessful, so we're going to try a brand new start. I've cast a bunch of spells on our group already, but we're going to come up here and we're going to be very, very careful about how this is going to go.
Are absolute.
So, we're going to start to position ourselves a little bit differently this time.
I'm gone.
Previously, I just kind of ran all my people in and then we died. So, let's not do that this time. We're going to cast... So he's standing right there. He is very close to where we want to be. We're going to do a bunch of spells here. Sirocos are going up. We kind of want him in the middle of all of them. So our main character is going to go in the middle of all of them and hope that he's going to stay there. So all of the Sirocos in the world. I'm going to move Arushale here. I'm going to move Soziel here. Actually, it doesn't matter where Soziel stands, really. I need Ember here. Nenyo's moving over here. Seela's going to come in, so it doesn't really matter where she is. We're going to kind of spread out some people a little bit here. And we're going to quick save and try this again. So, main character, go.
You are bad at pretending to be uninterested, imposter. I know you came down from heaven and even snooped to a conversation with that flighty killer Nocticula, the Crusader goddess, and the Lady in Shadow. So that is how far you are willing to go to be rid of me.
Discari's voice carries over the ruined Sarkorian capital. The towering monstrosity is gazing at the gloomy skies of the world wound. He seems to pay no heed to anything around him. The sound of Discari's voice causes a reaction in radiance. True to its name, it shines brighter and brighter and begins to give off heat. It's as if the sword is silently singing as it prepares for battle. Discari turned to me. I don't want to attack without warning, not even a monster like you.
It's no use, imposter. Your efforts are futile. I heard that even your new mortal weapon, your Crusader leader, laughed at you.
Discari continues his monologue, still focused on the sky. What, Iomede's ignoring you? Well, aren't you a sad sight?
The imposter goddess and her imposter instruments. I know what you're made of. Mortal ambitions, mortal frailty, and fear of decay, forever imprinted on mortal souls. Even yours, once mortal Iomedae.
Here's a free tip. When a lady isn't answering you, leave her alone. Find a new object of affection.
I have begun with the mortal world, but I will not stop here. The upper planes too shall fall, and I will start my conquest with your heavenly domain. It was a mistake to equate mortals with gods. You were a mistake, imposter. As for your servant, I will begin today's feast with her.
Radiance sends out a wave of light. With joy and fervor, it welcomes the battle. The Demon Lord's howl shakes the earth. Barriers going up. Eyes, the deceased capital of a diseased homeland. Today, you will witness light strike down darkness. And that will make this circle. What is this new trick, imposter? Whom have you sent to restrain me? Already ready another attempt. I just got the last little person of the ward stone in place. He's probably going to go first, and he is. He always moves to right there. Unfortunately, Ember got swarm infested, which is really bad news. That's okay though, we'll deal with it. Seela's gonna delay till after Soziel. Ember's gonna delay till after Soziel. Guarded Hearth is gonna go up. Be gone, fiend! And we're gonna miss, but that's not surprising. Now, one thing you're gonna want to do is if you have Sela in your group, or anyone that's wielding Radiance, re-equip Radiance. You will unequip it automatically when you get the +6 version of it. And if you don't re-equip it, you are going to not hurt a lot, but that's fine. She's got last stand. She'll be okay. You will start punching Discari and probably die. What do we need to roll? We rolled badly, like always. For some reason we cannot
I will resist.
roll a decent Dispel to save our lives.
Don't hold back.
Hit him pretty well there. We're going to charge him. Get our full round attack in, but we're going to miss every attack, so that's good. How is that swarm already on Ember? Let's heal everyone up. Okay, we're gonna move Ember away from the swarm. Into the Circos, I guess. Try and dispel again. What do we roll this time? 7. I've never rolled higher than 9 on Dispel. This, like, I've done this encounter 9 times now. Never rolled higher than a 9 on my Dispel Magic checks against him. I don't even know, like, if we're allowed to. It might be hard-coded that we're not allowed to Dispel him, because it's never worked. Not once. It's actually insane. Hammered the swarms a little bit. That hurt. But some of the swarms are now. Would you leave Ember alone? We're on Soziel again. We're gonna do another mass heal. That's mostly what he's gonna be doing this fight.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Why did we get attack of opportunity there? Oh well, whatever. Come stand in the Sirocco more, I guess. Just stay away from the bugs for now. Let's try another Dispel Magic. Oh, we finally got it. I guess it's not hard-coded, we just absolutely suck
Desna, guide my hand.
at dispelling magic. But now he doesn't have True Sight, so that should help us a little bit during this fight.
You should have run.
Maybe our displacement will keep us alive a little bit, because once he starts attacking instead of just casting dumb spells, we die. He does a lot of damage. We now have some concealment though, which does help a lot. What else do we have that we can cast, I wonder? Really not a lot, to be honest.
Fall!
We don't really need to heal this round, which is kind of nice. He's half dead. But we don't have any more dispels to do, so let's just... Right. We were definitely standing in range of him. Ember's dead. That's okay. We'll get her back up after the fight if we survive. We did a bunch of damage there. Good. Sorry, Ember. That was my bad. I'm gonna move Nenio back, just in case she's too close. We missed all of those attacks. That was a bad breath weapon. This is Soziel. Just top people up.
No glory without risk. I will resist.
I'm not sure why,
Don't hold back.
Arushale doesn't have True Sight on. Yes! Sweet. Only took 7 attempts? Something like that. 7 or 8 attempts. A deep moan bellows over the area. It feels as if the very stones of Eyes, the ancient ravaged capital of Sarkoris, are crying in pain under the unbearable weight.
Impossible. I am chaos and death. I am the end of times. I cannot be defeated.
A host of emotions burns in Discari's massive compound eyes. Anger that turns into pain, then shock, which begets anger once more. You will poison this world with your presence, no longer Lord of the Abyss. For a moment you see in your mind's eye the square in Canabris where it all began, except now you have switched places. Discari is the one teetering at the edge of a chasm while you stand firm. The vision fades, but your power responds to it and erupts in a single mighty torrent. Your body tenses, the wound in your chest bursts into flames, bleeding heavily as if trying to kill you, but can this stop you, now, when you're a step away from victory? No. I guess we don't get his sight. He escapes by cutting the platform. It's automatically moving us. That's a tough fight, though. And we've saved. We're gonna res
lend you my aid.
Dear Ember from the dead. Come back, Ember. We need you.
Anything new?
And then we'll just do this. How did she not get healed by that? Is she technically not alive because she hasn't stood up yet? I guess that's possible. That's kind of annoying though. Fine, you can heal yourself. I wasted a mass heal on you. Get rid of all the negative levels. Alright. We successfully defeated Discari. Took a few. It was hard. That fight is very rough. But let's get out of here. We have the storyteller here. A familiar figure emerges before you. The storyteller's unseeing eyes are turned towards the city ruins behind you. It appears that, despite his blindness, he perceives something that the rest of you do not. He is gone. He is no more. The Demon Lord has perished. He has freed our realm of his dark presence. What you've accomplished is unheard of, Commander, but you must not squander this chance. Forces have already gathered near Dresden to set out on the last march into the heart of the wound. We await your return. What will Discari do now? He returned to the Abyss, to his rasping rifts, but he did not return the victor. The great Demon Lord, the usher of the apocalypse, failed to kill a mortal. He failed. I'm not sure what hurt him more, your power or the realization of his defeat. Discari is arrogant to the point of insanity, but it's more likely he'll bide his time rather than launch another attack and risk everything. And while he's recovering, you'll have time to complete your mission and rid us of the world wound. What are you doing here? Witnessing a story, Knight Commander. Witnessing a story yet again. And how does it feel, just being a witness? The way I see it, you should be making the story if you got what it takes. Everyone has their part to play. Some must make the story, some must witness it and remember. And some must be there to listen to it afterwards. Everything's clear now. Good, make haste for Dresden, Commander. Your allies are on the way there. The story is drawing to a close, but it's not over yet. We still have a bunch of things to do, actually. We have the Heart of Mystery to do. We have to grab our Mythic 9 powers, which I think we get back in Dresden when we go to the Cathedral. That's like the next part of our Mythic quest. In fact, we're going to go do that right now. But I'm going to pause for 1 sec as we reach Dresden. I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's head into Dresden. Iomede's arrival is not the grand affair it was last time. The goddess simply materializes in front of you. Her face is serene, but her eyes look thoughtful. She nods to you in greeting, but does not seem to be in a hurry to speak. My lady, the queen drops to one knee. By the light and sword. Greetings, champion. I wish to congratulate you on your victory. It's a glorious achievement. I congratulate you on your victory, Elira, as one warrior to another. Discari, the self-proclaimed usher of the apocalypse, was defeated in the World Wound, at the entrance to his own realm. History will remember you as the heroine who accomplished this feat, but you have the chance to achieve an even greater victory. You can rid Golarion of his bleeding wound once and for all. I do not seek glory, I simply wanted to protect my friends and all of Golarion from Discari's invasion. You have answered admirably, but you cannot escape glory. It can be a heavy burden to bear, even for those who have not accepted the gift of power from the Abyss. The last time we met, I tried to make you doubt the nature of your power. I wanted you to ask yourself where your road was leading you, and who benefited the most from your victories. However, you did not heed my words. Iomedae pauses as if waiting for an answer. My lady, I know you are stern, but you are also fair. The commander has done nothing wrong. She does not deserve your judgment, but I think you already know this. I'm not here to judge. Still, I can see that many of you wish to say something. Do not be afraid. You may speak freely. I am listening. Yes, we will speak freely. We are living proof of everything the commander has done. All the kind and noble deeds she has performed. The commander has used her power for good, and that's what's truly important. Many of the angels imprisoned in the Wardstone were tainted by hatred, but the champion helped them find peace. When I faltered, when I struggled to uphold my oath, she was there to remind me of my duty as a paladin. The commander gave me my freedom, and vengeance against those responsible for my captivity. When I die, it will be with knowledge that the blood of Dresden's defenders was not spilled in vain. The suffering of my friends, the sacrifices we made, it was all worth it in the end. I was walking through the wastelands alone. I had lost all confidence in the crusade, and my heart was troubled. I worried that we were becoming the very thing we vowed to fight. My faith remained strong, but I lost my sense of purpose, until I met the commander. She gave me a reason to keep fighting. When the servants of Pelura lacked compassion, the commander taught us the meaning of mercy. She also rescued me from my imprisonment in the Abyss and helped defend my temple and my life's work. The commander saved me from the flames. She rescued me from a life of torture and suffering. She was a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope when all was lost. Just as you did, my lady, I had my doubts about the commander. I let my doubts get the better of me, but then I recognized my mistake. Elira saved me. She gave me a sense of purpose and a chance to take vengeance against my enemies. If an angel with a demonic wing can withstand the influence of the Abyss, why can't a mortal do the same? I had my doubts about the champion. I nearly abandoned her in the Abyss, but she never doubted me, not once. She never abandoned me. She withstood the corrupting influence of the Abyss. She refused to succumb to its power, and resisted the schemes of its cunning demon lords. I, the general of the angelic host, would not be standing here today if it were not for Elira. I understand. To your surprise, the goddess smiles. Thank you, my friends. You care deeply about your friends and allies. You offer words of gratitude to them instead of addressing the goddess who stands before you. That is good. It's the right thing to do. Now heed my words, Elira. It's easy to be righteous when everyone around you believes you to be righteous. It's easy to follow the path of truth if you believe a mighty deity has granted you power, if you think you've been chosen for a great purpose, but it's much harder to walk this path when heaven has turned away from you. This was not a test, but if it had been, you would have passed with flying colors. Now, I know that you will not stray from this path. You will not be swayed from your convictions, not even if a higher power expresses their disapproval. I see now that you do not need anyone else to tell you what is right and wrong. Now there is usually only one route to angelic ascension. The candidate dies and then stands trial before the gods. But you have already earned your place among the angelic hosts. You were created to serve the Abyss, but you have chosen your own destiny. The words of the goddess and the joyful approval of your friends and allies ignite a brief flame within your soul. The goddess feels the change within you and nods slightly. I can see that you prefer the path of mercy and protecting your companions from evil. I pronounce you the righteous angel of salvation. Know that I'll be happy to welcome you into heaven after your earthly deeds are completed, if you so desire. Perhaps I will accept your invitation someday, but right now there's much to do on Golarion. I understand. Now I bid you farewell. Your final battle awaits. The battle for all of Golarion, against the World Wound and the Abyss. You have everything you need to win this fight. Go with my blessing. May your efforts be successful. I will also bid you farewell, champion, but I hope someday we'll stand side by side once more, shoulder to shoulder and wing to wing. And we got a new Mythic Path ability. Let's take a look at it. Or the game will crash. No, it's fine. It just took a second to realize it doesn't want to crash. Ooh, the frame rate drop there was a little intense. That's okay. The gates of Dresden are open wide, and the army that came back from Eyes is standing before you. Hundreds of eyes are watching your triumphant return to your city. Once in a while you spot a flash of white feathers or shining nimbus among the simple garb of the townsfolk, and the dull gleam of the Crusaders' armor. Angels stand on the cobblestones of Dresden, shoulder to shoulder with mortals, just like in the days of the First Crusade. When the Crusaders, who have returned from Eyes, catch sight of them, they exchange their astonished whispers. The Crusaders of Mendev watch you and your followers with hope and reverence. They greet you with welcoming shouts and enthusiastic salutes.
Welcome. I see you have returned. You once again saved me from death, and our army from inglorious defeat.
Her Majesty Queen Gelfrey takes a step to greet us.
I may have been the one to call this crusade, but it was you who became its very soul and chief strategist of the entire campaign. All hail the commander! Long live our heroine!
You are too kind.
Not at all. You and your efforts are the only reason this crusade has not ended in failure like all the others. But now the crusade must face Threshold. It is time for the final confrontation. The last bloody and decisive battle. Few of us will come back alive. Give us all a few words before you lead us on what is to be our final push.
A multitude of eyes is watching you, with hope and pride, in silent expectation. Which one do I want? I like the second one, I think more. Friends, I do not know who you believe I am, what you see in me, or whether you're still willing to follow me despite knowing I'm not heaven's chosen, but one thing has always been, and will always be true. It is the lives that can still be saved that matter to me the most. I must protect Mendev and Galarian from the threat of the Abyss. I will not falter. Your words provoke a wave of grateful whispers and hopeful cries. I will take you to Threshold and beyond. I believe we will close the world wound, but there will still be much evil in the world even after this victory. And I will not put away my sword. I will make sure Dresden remains the bastion of good and order on Galarian. Long live the commander. The crowd cheers as one, and the very skies above the city seem to shake. Shoulder to shoulder, blade to blade, soul to soul, we are one, and that means we are unstoppable. The assembled host takes up your motto and starts repeating it again and again, turning into a song, a battle hymn that soars towards the sky. The storyteller appears behind you as if from nowhere. The gray-haired elf was quietly nodding in time with your words, but now he looks like he has just woken up from a deep sleep. Could Aurelie Vorlesh have known what you would become? She claimed you as her creation when she infused you with the blood essence taken from the dead lords of the Abyss, but you have soared above the world on angel's wings. There is great power inside you, Commander, the light of compassion, the power of healing, the power of redemption. You have become the Crusaders' guiding light, and they will follow your star, keeping the hope alive in their hearts, always protecting it, just like they will always protect one another. Alrighty, sorry about that. I think we get a new mythic ability. I just had to pause the video there, and now we get to choose our mythic path stuff. So we are going to take our angel thing. We're also going to change our portrait. We are now going to be this portrait. Although I think the angel portrait here is a little bit cooler. It's got like full armor and a blazing sword, and well, she is also cool. She's not full armor, blazing sword cool. Anyways, let's take a look at our abilities that we can choose from here. If we used ranged attacks, the bigger they are would be great, but we don't, so that's not going to work for us. Mythic Charge, we're not going to take. Leading Strike is not the worst. In fact, it could be quite good. That's ranged attacks. I think we already have someone that has Inspirational Leader, and I'm pretty sure it's Sela. We could take Ever-Ready. Ever-Ready's not a bad thing to have. Enduring Spells is okay. We could try Brutality Incarnate. Once you inflict with your natural attacks, or anything but natural, your natural attacks now ignore all damage reduction except N. I don't know if that counts for unarmed attacks. I think it might, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Always a chance it could be useful for us, although not as much. The odds of us hitting on a 2 are pretty low against any of the tougher ones. We could get Abundant Key, but that's not really that important either. We could get Abundant Casting, get some extra low-level spells, but again, it's not super duper helpful. I think I am going to take Leading Strike. And we're going to take Piercing Rays. Whenever Angelic Halo is active, all enemies within a 50-foot area suffer a penalty to spell resistance equal to 1 plus half the Angel's mythic rank, as well as a penalty to saving throws equal to the half of the penalty to spell resistance. So we're at 9, which means half of that is 4.5, plus 1 is 5.5. I'm not really sure if it rounds up or down, but let's assume it rounds down to 5 for the spell resistance. And then if we go half of that, it's 2.5. Minus on saving throws. Not sure if it rounds up or down. Good enough. That's what we're going to take. We also gained some other abilities. Let's take a look here. So if we go Mythic Path, we gained Summon Spirit Guardian. Should be pretty neat, I think. We have Wings. We have our Angelic Halo. We have our Sword of Holy Damage, which apparently is permanent now. Oh, because Sword of Heaven's not active at the moment. Right. And then we have... What else do we have? That's pretty much all we have for cool abilities. Let's give other people some abilities as well. We're going to go to Arushale. She has a couple choices we could go for. We could go with the bigger they are, which does help her attack larger creatures, which could be really good. I'm pondering taking that one. We could also take something like... Actually, no, I think that's just going to be the one she's going to take. Yes. Yep, bigger they are. Good enough. Gives her a better chance at big creatures, and we fight a lot of big creatures that have a lot of armor class, so that should hopefully help her out a little bit. Soziel could take enduring spells. Could take Mythical Beast. Actually, that might be the one he's going to go with because his pet does a lot of damage, and it could use the extra strength, dex, and con. In fact, I'm 100% sure that's what I'm going to take. Next person. Let's take Nenio. We can take Blow. Actually, I'm going to pull up her build because I can't remember what I'm supposed to take for a mythic ability for her. I have her build saved. When we do the next playthrough of this game, which we are going to be doing another one, we're going to be doing an unfair playthrough. We'll use even group characters like this, I think. The player NPCs. Enforced Vigor is the one. Actually, no, I'm not going to take Enforced Vigor. I was pondering doing something like that, but we're not going to. We're going to do something along the lines of... Pondering Enduring Spells or Elemental Barrage. I'm going to do Elemental Barrage because we can switch between fire. Like, we can have Sirocco up, right? And then we can do like a shocking bolt damage, which will deal a lot of extra damage as well with divine damage. So, we're going to do that. Yes. Ember's turn. Might do something very similar to the Elemental Barrage, but let me just take a quick look at what she's got kicking around here. This ability lets you select any witch hex and grants you the ability to use the selected hex. You lose the ability to use the hex after choosing another hex with this ability. What does that mean? I'm going to try it. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to try it out. Just because I want to see. Alright, Seela's turn now. Ever Ready's pretty good. Unrelenting Assault is also pretty good. Every turn, as long as you make at least one melee attack, you get a stacking +2 damage bonus with melee weapons up to a maximum of +10 that lasts into combat. We could take a second mystery as well. What did I have her set down as? Let's take a quick look here. I'm going to post my builds before, like, during our next playthrough, so that we can see what we're going to be going the next time. Sure, is Inspirational Leader, right? Yep. Okay, what else do I have her down for? I gave her Ever Ready. I skipped over that one because I wanted to try something different with her. So I think I'm going to continue that path and do something different with her. Actually, maybe not. Ever Ready's pretty good. Actually, yeah. Let's do Ever Ready. We do knock things down a lot. We have Sirocco and we have trip attacks with our pets. So It's worth it, I think. And everyone is now mythicked up except for our remaining few people that were not a part of our good group and have promptly not gone well. Let's take a quick look at what's going on in the world of our crusade. We spent a couple days in Eyes. Maybe just one day, really, but we spent a day in Eyes. We got some more Deva. Alright. Campaign. We have the demons that joined us. We have an army there. We have an army here that can join that army there. We're not going to Threshold yet, by the way. Not a chance. We have 12 Mendevian Cavaliers that are going to join this army. We have 4 armies now. Where's our 4th? 1, 2. I guess that's it. Okay. Crusader 1 army. What's it doing? Can't move, so I guess we weren't gone that long. This army can move up to 50. We could go take out some of these things, I guess. We have a pretty... It's a moderately good army. Doesn't hurt to just start taking out these little forts. There might be things to explore over there that I don't know about. And also they're like level 7 armies, who cares? Oh, you would be just far enough. That didn't do as much damage as I hoped it was going to do. Actually does a surprising amount of damage. The Signifiers do quite a lot of damage. And the Crusaders are just... They're Paladins, I should say. I've just killed those. Let's let them move up to fight us, and then we'll, go hit them, I guess. It's a lot of zombies. Surprisingly hard to kill, too. Okay, the Signifiers are awesome, and I kind of want more of them. The ability to cast endless spells is pretty cool. I wonder when our next level up ability is going to be coming in. Or not level up our ability, but the army ability. We don't have our abilities up. We can't see them. Let's go like this and this. Will it appear? No. Okay, so we have another fort here, just to the south of this army. It's a level 8 army, and it has a fairly sizable force. That's just a bunch of undead horses. That is some random dudes. There's just like 2 random forts here that we can just make into settlements, apparently. And they're side by side, which is very strange. Why did they all get to go first? Why is their initiative so incredibly high? Fine. How do you like that now? That's what I thought. God, this spell's so powerful. We basically just killed half their army and then just like... Whoa, their fireball. Oh, it's greater fireball. Oh, there's still some cultists down there. I was like, what? What's left? There we go. No casualties. That was kind of silly, I gotta say. We can take on the Demon 11 army at the Ring of Chaos. Don't know what it does. Kinda want to find out. Let's save, just in case this goes badly. Also, we need to manage these places and build some forts in them. What do we want to build in them, though? I think I'm just going to build the normal grouping of things. We're going to build the barracks, archery archery range, spellcaster's lodge, stables. The big four. Not the champion one. This could be a tougher fight, but we'll find out very quickly. I mean, the only thing that's going to be bad... Did you just lightning bolt yourself? Let's take out these guys. I want to kill the casters. Perfect. Good enough. Those signifiers are insane. They just killed hundreds and hundreds of barbarians. This is gonna hurt. That was 80 paladins that just died. That's 80 paladins that just came back to life. So the barbarians are weak but hit like freight trains, apparently. Let's finish them off with a magic missile, and that's the end of that fight. God, those signifiers are good. I want like 200 signifiers. The Ring of Chaos. +4 deflection bonus and a continuous freedom of movement spell. Only chaotic creatures can equip it. Still pretty damn good. It's a good hope. It's not the worst spell in the game. More demons, more demons. We only have 8 movements left. We might be able to reach this horse army, which is a weird sentence. Plagued horses coming on in. Plagued horse is nearly dead. Let's just let the signifiers take him out. And that's the end of that. Okay, moving on. I always thought the signifiers were meant for stabbing, but that was incredibly wrong of me. Could not have been more wrong. Alright, well, we have no crusade things to do, I don't think. Do we have any decrees to issue? And then we'll be done with the video, I think. We've killed Discari in this video. We also gained our next mythic power. Both those things were very important, but we've done them both now, and that is awesome. But it's time for us to call it a day, I think. But we were waiting for a long loading screen. I'm just going to quickly check my decrees, just to make sure we didn't miss any good decrees to do that you guys might want to take note of. And if not, then that'll be it. So it looks like we have no events. We do have a decree we can do. No, we don't, because I don't want to do either of those. We can't do the nest. We can't do the expansion because we just haven't done the nest cleanup yet. So that's gonna be it. For now, I'll leave you guys here. I'm gonna go sell things between videos, and then in the next one, we'll head out probably towards to finish up the Heart of Mystery quest. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's take a quick look at our journal, actually, before we end the video here. So, we have the City of Locusts, which is the Eyes one. We have to go to... Oh, we haven't done Chili Creek. We need to do that. And I don't know where Commander Silken is. We need to find him as well. This is the Heart of Mystery one we need to do. End game. We need to go kill Threshold, Champions of the Abyss. We need to finish off Karamzada. I think he has an army we have to kill or something like that. Storyteller. And we have the key... Oh, we have to go to Arielu Vorlesh's laboratory and take a look in there as well, though. So we have a few things to do left before the end of the game. For now, though, I'm going to leave you guys here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others will see you next time. Take care.